The message never changes here. I know some have accused it of being repetitive, but it really is all is this. Now we can go into objections, disagreements, why it's not all this. Because it doesn't feel like it. Now, if we say all is this, what is this? Right? I mean, let's get down to it. When we hear Nkosi say, all is this. And he's saying this. What does he mean?
That which never changes.
Yes. Good. Now, just for fun, let's counterbalance with the me. The me is always changing, is it not? Its moods, its likes, its interests, its attention. So that already, that's quite a big, well, difference. Apparently, one changes and the other does not. Now let's put it in terms the me can, understand. Let's say we're talking about $1 million. Which one would you be more interested in? The one that changes? Or the one that never changes? How could you rely on it if it changes? Hold on, I got $1 million here. Oh, whoops, I'm kidding, it's 900. 350. You owe me 600. It's not stable, you see? Because it's thought-based. The me is thought-based, and it's not stable. So all it can do is keep grasping at different thoughts. Okay. Oh, this one's kind of working. I feel a little better with this thought. Let me hang out with this thought. But where's the thought now? So that is the hamster wheel. Going from thought to thought to thought, from imagining to imagining to imagining. When all there ever is just this. Now, as Joyce said, that which doesn't change, right here. Just this. This has no location. Me does, right? Me is located in the body somewhere, right? In the head, in the chest, somewhere. Feels like there's a location. But this, the unchanging, No location. How about a past? Me has a past. Yeah. Right? I was born on this date. My family name is this. My name is this. Does this have a past? Once again, unchanging. The me thinks about the future. All the time, concerned with the future. What's going to happen to me? What about this? Does this see a future? How about a story? Who's the story for? Stories for me. So this is an open meeting, means everybody's welcome to participate. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to unmute and jump in.
Hi, sure. Hello.
Hi, Corey.
Hi. I have a pain in my back. I'm not thinking about the future. I'm just thinking about this pain in my back.
Corey, can you find the one that's thinking about the pain?
Can't find the one. There's this pain and reflection on pain.
Yeah, nothing stays. So there could be a pain in the back and steps can be taken to alleviate it, to comfort the body. It's all perfectly natural. It has nothing to do with you.
It doesn't hurt when I'm sleeping.
And who's sleeping?
When sleeping is happening, then
Yeah, it's very Sorry, Michael, you go.
No, you go. Go ahead, John.
You know, it's very easy to be supposedly smart about it and say, you know, there is just pain, but that's actually a good reminder. When the automatic thing to say is, I have a pain in my back. And just a starting point can help if it helps, not to diminish the pain that's being experienced, but it's if it can just be two things, if it can just be looked at as there is pain, and not meaning to diminish the reality of the pain that you're experiencing, being experienced in your body, in that body. But see, the words are always tricky as well, because we're so used to saying things a certain way, we identify straight away with that pain. And when that pain's identified with, it can take on all of the remnants of the experience of the lifetime and be qualified by that and be enhanced or changed or feared. But if it's just there is pain, then the pain can be real, and it may not go away. It may stay for the rest of the life. It may, probably won't, because everything changes, but it may just stay as pain. But sometimes if you actually savor and look at what that pain is, with no other preconceptions and no other identification, but just look at how bad it actually is. And it can be really bad. It can be really strong. It can be really physically sensation high. It could be 9 or 10 out of 10 on a scale of what could be rated as a pain scale. If it was 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10, it can still be looked at. And if it can be looked at, then the spaciousness that this is, that is part of, can, sorry, I thought I heard someone snoring.
No.
Is that okay? Maybe it's just not being explained very well, but
No, go on. No, it was me burping. It's okay.
But no, I mean, if it can be savored actually, and it's very counterintuitive for the separate self to do any of this. It's like a game in a game, and the pain can be a sensation. It can be real, but if it can just be, if there's just a reminder to say, firstly, who actually is supposedly experiencing this pain, and that can't be found really, apart from just some thoughts. And then secondly, the pain is there. The pain could be there. A lot of people experience physical pain, and it's not to be diminished. It's not to be undermined or said, oh, it's nothing. Of course, it is just part of the expression that's going on. It's not your pain. It's not personal. It's just part of the expression that's going on. And that expression is arising in this human experience, yes. But one reminder can be, yeah, I am not feeling pain. Pain is happening. And then a lot of the pain that is experienced psychologically is added to that, including, as I said, this pain, I know this pain, it's going to be terrible, my knee's going to hurt or my back's going to hurt for ages. That secondary pain, the second arrow as they call it, is often equally or worse than the initial sensation. And the sensation is very funny, very interesting. If you actually savor, if you look completely immerse in the pain and study, inquire into what it is, it changes texture, becomes, it's like fear and thrill, like very similar sensations, not diminishing the pain, but sometimes the pain can just be the reminder that this is all just happening, not happening to you, not personal. I have experienced pain, as John, and it's, yeah, not to be undermined or diminished. It's It's not the purpose of what I'm saying. It's to say with compassion that I feel your pain. I feel your pain. There's still objectification, still identification, talking. You know, we take a position, but anyway, just trying to help.
All right, who's got a rooster in their house?
It's me. Oh yeah, it's not my rooster, but it's just a small noise. How can you hear it so clearly? Maybe
No, it's beautiful, Anton. It's beautiful because it brings me to my next point. Nkosi talked about a bird chirping. I will use the rooster since it's appropriate. What meaning does the rooster's crowing have?
Oh. Yeah.
So imagine I took you to rooster school and we spent 9 years learning how to speak rooster. Oh, Michael, you should have heard what that guy just said. His chicken wife cheated on him. Terrible.
That rooster sound took me into some long ago memories, and I forgot about my back.
You know why? Because it's all imagined. So your attention went off the back pain and it went on the image of the rooster and the crowing. And so your imagination was filled with that for.
Right.
I don't know, Nkosi, if you have anything to say, but for me, all is imagined.
Yeah, all is imagined. All is imagined. No. And an imagination seems to be appearing in this. And everything is appearing in this. So there is really nothing outside of this. You know, the birds chirping, the movement that is going on, thoughts appearing, sensations, a feeling of giving up. That's a feeling of not getting this. The seeking, all is this. There's no separation. No matter what may seem to appear, it's just this appearing as that. There can never be anything outside of this, because there's only this. There is no seeker. There is no one looking for this. And there is no one thinking. There's no one doing anything here. It's just this expressing as that. So everything is beautiful as it is. As I always say, you can't go wrong with this. And there's no escape. No matter what anyone, what seems to be someone may say, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's all this. There is no real somebody looking for this. It's just this appearing as that somebody. So everything is beautiful as it is. All expressions are beautiful. So the one who seems to be looking for this cannot find this because that one does not exist. It's just imagined. There may seem to be a collapse of the imagination, but at the end of the day, nobody will find anything because already nobody exists. It's just this. So everything is beautiful as it is. Pain may arise, different thoughts may arise. Even the thinker of thought is a thought as well. The thinker is a thought appearing in this. So what seems to be a you is thought-based, is a thought construct. And it's also this as well, because there's no separation. So everything is beautiful. Even that noise, it's beautiful.
In what
So
sense is
really,
it beautiful? In what sense do we say it is beautiful? In the sense of simplicity? In what sense do we say beautiful?
I say it's beautiful because it's an expression of this. This doesn't see the other. Everything comes from the same source. So it's beautiful because it's just this. Everything is this. There isn't any separation here.
Okay.
So
So
that
that's
right there,
beautiful.
Corey, yeah, but your reaction or your question is this. That's when Nkosi says there's no escape. Whatever the expression is perfect and is beautiful.
So beautiful because perfection.
Or recognition.
Yeah, no, even words themselves, they seem to have some limitation. Because this is beyond words. Really, it's beyond words.
Yes, beyond
So,
words
no,
is beautiful.
sorry?
Beyond
again?
words is, yeah, beyond words is beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. So everything is this. Everything is this.
Here, it can also feel that the expression of a human being, which is this, as Nkosi says, in itself, the expression of a human being being able to blossom thoughts that can see into itself is beauty. Beauty could be called recognition of this propagating thoughts that can see the complexity and intelligence and expression that it is. And when that starts to happen, that could be called beautiful.
This doesn't require anything. Now, the me can't say that.
The me has never said anything.
So I really enjoyed Nkosi. Your analogy with Alice was so brilliant. How many heard where Nkosi talked about, okay, imagine there's a raccoon. It's
I
starving.
listen to it.
It's so hungry. Oh, and it can't find any food. Oh, look how sad that poor raccoon is. Do you feel sad for it that it can't find food? And the whole time it's imagined. There never was a raccoon. So there can't be a raccoon that's hungry. So that's what happens when our story goes south. Oh, I feel sad. My story's not so good today. That's all an imagination. Because again, we just come right back to simplicity. Does this have any story? Does it have need for any story? What would this do with the story? Or you could say it's all stories, right? All stories are an expression of this. So they're beautiful when they're just seen for what they are, like flowers, an expression, and it's temporary.
And here sits 12 instances of this, exploring itself. And the immediate question is to ask why, which of course is completely unimportant. It's happening this way. Life here, all the same life, has just gone and started to explore into this self, to this idea of self. And yet we're not trying to take anything away again. It's not trying to learn something new at all. Not trying to learn anything in any new concept or object or how it works. This is just the tickling of life to itself, to see, to explore itself. And that, excuse me, that life seems to be, during this week, there's some reflections that come, it seems to be a self-learning organism. It's a biological self-learning organism. And so, despite that there's no one doing any of these different supposed lives, this life called John learns. It adapts. The biological organism has intelligence, and whether or not it's just energy moving, you know, there's the experience of being alive as being a biological organism in this instance. And it's also self-learning. So if some people say, well, it's not me learning how to do stuff and become better. How do I, you know, work out stuff in life? It's been doing it all the time. It's already been doing it, just as it is, just as life. Without the I doesn't exist, never did. So this I expression, this life expression, this person, been doing it anyway, and will continue to do it, and will continue to learn and adapt and do things differently without an I being involved. Life will continue. It's a self-learning biological organism, intelligent energy. And that can also help the me mind that doesn't want to let go of control to see another, I don't know, the depth of what it really is. The me mind thinks, I have to do stuff. I have to control this life. If I don't do it, who will? And no one's been doing it up till now anyway. It'll continue to apparently adapt and evolve and have memories and experiences and change, mostly to keep the organism biologically safe. But it's, you know, when I explore these things, they don't end up with any resolution. They just end up relaxed. So free will and free choice, we hijack and say, I do or I don't have free will. Actually, life will and life choice. You know, there's kind of free will, but it's really just life evolving and learning in itself. And then it takes a course of action based on the experiences that have been accumulated in this biological organism since birth and possibly before. We won't go there, but so when everyone talks to me, you know, do you believe in free will or don't believe in free will? I say, well, what do you mean by free will to start with? Because there's life will. Life seems to take directions, but there's no I involved in that. And life seems to learn and choose and make decisions along the way, but there's no I involved in that either. It's just spontaneous. The expression spontaneously adapts and makes a new direction, new reaction based on the experiences it's come across, I think. It just can be a way for the person that's struggling to see how the I fits into all of this. But, you know, there's this, this is real. You know, life seems to be happening to me. I seem to have to do stuff. It's the one catch that pulls a lot of people back. It's just see that life's been doing it the whole time and will continue to do it in whichever spontaneous way arises. And this, all feelings and reactions seem to be happening. And actually, that going back to beauty, it's beautiful, the contrast, the polarities that are happening are absolutely beautiful. It's all part of the play. Just there's no one involved in that. And even that idea of someone in being involved as that is absolutely amazing. That can be seen as beautiful when it's recognized as not being a real entity, but being a play in the form of thought.
So, yeah, there was something that Nkosi was sharing with Alice that reminded me of a house of cards. You know, when you pull each playing card from the house of cards one at a time, and then suddenly you pull one card and the whole house of cards comes crashing down. And so that was when Nkosi asked Alice, right now, can you find a past? Can you find a past? Let's look. Anywhere. How about a future? Look now. Something called the future. And then now look for a present moment. Look for the present moment. Look for the now. And then the killer. Now look for the me. No past, no present, no future, no location, no me.
Yeah, really, there's really nothing here. There's really nothing here. Except for an imagination. Really, there's no past, there's no present, there's no future, there's no me. It's just this. And there seem to be labels that are also imagined. Labels like a chair you're sitting on, computer screen, floor, walls, house. It's just labels that are imagined in this. There's just this right here. It's immediate. It's effortless and obvious. There's no path here. There's nothing here. And there's just talking happening. There's nobody who's talking here. And this talking, the same as best shaping. And this message is not for you, because there isn't a you. It's just this. What seems to be the me will never get anything from this message, because it doesn't really exist. It's just this. There is no me already. The me will never disappear, because the me never even appeared in the first place. There is no separation. There's never been any separation. Separation is imagined by no one. Separation is thought-based. It's a thought that says, it's me and you and them. And when you look for that thought, you cannot find it, because there's nothing. There's just this right here. And this doesn't mind itself.
So I'll just add that the thoughts that are arising, you said this in Nkosi, it was so beautiful. The thoughts that are arising are not coming from me. They're not coming from someone's thoughts. Any last comments or questions before we close out this evening? Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, so much for coming. Thank you, Nkosi. Thank you so much, brother. I'll get this up on YouTube in the next 24. Everyone have a great night.
Okay, and thank you, Michael. Thank you, Nkosi.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Nkosi.
You're welcome.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Thanks,
everyone.
Corey.
Thanks.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Alice.
Thanks, everyone.